As someone who relies heavily on putting pen to paper, whether it be for planning, journaling, or as a creative outlet, I'm going to share with you 5 tips on how you can improve your handwriting. Before we get started, let's review the anatomy of letters. In its simplest form, we have the baseline, which is where all of the letters will rest. The X height is where the majority of the letters will reach. Let's call the space in between the body. Then you'll have the descender height, which is the lowest point your descending letters will touch, such as your G's, J's, P's, Q's, and Y's. And lastly, you'll have your ascender height, which will be the highest point your ascending letters will touch, such as your B's, D's, F's, H's, K's, L's, and T's. Tip number 1 is to keep your letters clear and to try and keep them the same size. You want to start off by practicing each and every letter, making sure that the body of each letter rests on the baseline and the top reaches the X height. This will make your letters appear straight and clear. If you have letters that go above and below the baseline, this will make your handwriting appear sloppy, so try to keep them at the same height. Also, try to keep your letters the same width. If all of your letters are different widths, this will also make the writing look messy and uneven. The only exceptions would be your I's, J's, and L's. You also want to make it very obvious where your ascenders and descenders are. If there's not enough height to them, they can be mistaken for other letters. Also, when doing this, you want to make sure that the heights are the same. Making one ascender higher than the other will make your handwriting less clean and polished. Same for the descending letters. Make sure they stop at the same height. Tip number 2 is to make sure you're leaving about the same amount of space in between your letters. This will allow your letters to breathe and will prevent the letters from getting too cramped. When the letters are too cramped together, this will make your letters less legible. Tip number 3 is to start by writing in all capital letters. If you're unconfident with the ascenders and descenders, capitalized letters don't have any of those. They're easy to tackle since they're all the same height, so you'll just want to focus on keeping them the same width and spacing them evenly. Tip number 4 is to try and write at a slight angle. Sometimes the positioning of our hand makes it a little more challenging to write perfectly straight up and down. So tilting your letters slightly to one direction may feel a little more comfortable. One thing to keep in mind with this is to try and make sure all the letters are tilted at the same angle. Making some letters more tilted or straighter will make the handwriting look messy and sloppy. And tip number 5 is to simply practice. I suggest slowly and precisely writing out each and every letter a few times to get the muscle memory activated. After that, I highly recommend journaling and just writing about anything you want. Writing and journaling is the easiest way to improve your handwriting as long as you're intentionally remembering these tips. It will feel less like a chore if you're writing about what you're thinking of or even just about your day compared to repetitive letter practice. After all, this is how you'll be utilizing your writing the most, which is forming words and sentences, rather than writing the letter A 50 times in a row. Well, those were my 5 tips on how to improve your handwriting. I really hope that you found this video helpful. Do you have any tips that weren't mentioned in the video? Please let us know below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.